channel, and today we are going to be going over some upcoming and already released cozy, comfy Nintendo Switch games. I don't know where you live in this great big world, but it is -2 degrees in Connecticut. It sucks. All I want to do is stay inside and play my Nintendo Switch. And actually, I've been looking for new cozy games to play, and I was wrong. I felt like there was nothing new coming out. Everything was just old, and we were just waiting for more games to be announced. But yeah, I was super wrong. There's a lot of games that are out and coming out that are very exciting, and today we're going to showcase them. So snuggle up with a blanket or whatever you do, and let's get to the first game, which, by the way, is out right now. So here we go. Starting off the list, we have a game called Mars Base, and this one is definitely flying under the radar. It is available right now on the Nintendo Switch, usually for $19.99. It's actually 50% off at $9.99. And this is a super cool spin on the farming genre. I feel like everything in this genre is very samey. There's not a lot of games that are willing to take risks, and this one takes a huge risk. I did play this on Steam. Also bought this today on my Nintendo Switch, and this is a farming game that you play on Mars, okay? And there's sort of a different spin on it because you need to survive, and you can't go back to Earth to resupply or anything like that. You have to grow everything from the ground up and really create a livable society on Mars. I don't know. I think that premise is so cool. You can also unlock different facilities like research labs and solar power plants and of course greenhouses to make it all happen. But Mars Base was a game that I had a lot of fun with. And you know what? At that $9.99 price tag, I feel like that's kind of perfect for this game. I'm not going to say like you're going to sink thousands of hours into this, but it's definitely, you know, sort of that bite-sized farming sim that is different. It is totally different. That's all you can say about this. I mean, it takes risks, takes some chances, and I think it does work out. So if you are in need of something a little bit different, Mars Base is available right now, and it's pretty fun. Next up is a game that I consider cozy and comfy, and you might not, and that is Power Wash Simulator. Okay, Power Wash Simulator is available right now on the Switch. It is going for $24.99. And I feel like you either love or hate these simulator type games, but man, there is something magical about taking something that is filthy and covered with dirt and power washing the hell out of it to make it clean. And again, like Mars Base, I played this one on Steam and I really enjoyed it. I like these simulator type games. They are what they are. It's a very relaxing experience. There's no timer or anything. It's just you, a power washer, and a bunch of dirty garbage. And you know what? I really like this style of game. Kind of reminds me of, you know, like House Flipper in terms of the graphical style. Sort of realistic, but also has that cartoony vibe. And it is available right now, including other simulator games on the Switch. I think you should check this one out, though. If you're new to the simulator genres, this is a cool one to start with. So Power Wash Simulator, go check it out. Next up is probably the biggest tease on the list, at least for me, and that is Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. And what I mean by that is that the game is actually out right now, but only on the Japanese eShop. So you can actually make a Japanese account, you can get Japanese eShop cards online, and you can actually buy this and download it. But there's one glaring weakness about doing that, especially if you don't understand Japanese. The entire game is going to be in Japanese. And you know what? Story of Seasons has never been known for like a crazy amount of dialogue, but I gotta say, A Wonderful Life, which is a GameCube remake, is definitely story heavy. I use that in quotes, but for a Story of Season game, it is sort of story heavy. So I am going to wait for the English US version, and that comes out June 27th. But this game is available now if you want for $49.99. And real talk, I've been hearing some good things about it. The performance is really good. You're always kind of iffy on these sort of games. Like a game like Rune Factory 5 didn't really run well on the Switch, but A Wonderful Life runs well. It looks super beautiful, and as a huge Story of Seasons Harvest Moon fan, this is it for me. This will take over my summer. If you can't wait that long, there are options, but I wanted to at least tell you, because you might not know, you can get it right now. But I'm super excited for June. Another new game that is actually out right now, it's called Cuddly Forest Friends. And man, I have not heard anyone talk about this game. And it's a shame too, because look at it. I love the graphical style. And this is a very unique game in the sense where it's part Nintendogs, part party game. And I know that that's kind of weird, but essentially in this game, you take care of these cuddly forest friends, whether they're squirrels or bunnies or, you know, hedgehogs or whatever. And you actually take care of them. You improve their happiness by giving them gifts and things. You can feed them, you can wash them. And there's this interesting gameplay loop where you're taking care of these animals in your little world, but every so often they want to play with you. So it's also part minigame compilation. There's actually 15 minigames included in this game. The one thing that's kind of holding me back here is the price point. It is $39.99, which I do feel is a very premium price, especially given I don't think this game has a ton of content, with it. You can take care of the animals. That's a part of it. You can play mini games, but even 15 mini games, I feel like after a certain amount of time is going to get a little bit tiring. That being said, I really like this idea of, this game concept. And I could definitely see myself playing this game daily just to take care of the animals and, maybe play a mini game or two. So I thought I would bring this up, maybe put this on your Nintendo Switch wish list and you can wait for a sale or something. But man, Cuddly Forest Friends, I think might be a hidden gem on this list. And these next 3 games are coming out soon. They're not available quite yet, but I definitely wanted to mention them. First up, we have a game that I've had my eyes on for a little bit now, and that is a game called Blanc. This game comes out on the 14th, comes out on Valentine's Day actually, for $14.99. And this is a very interesting one. This game is completely in black and white, and it is a co-op puzzle game where someone takes control of a deer and someone takes control of like a little wolf cub thing. I think you can play this game alone and you can just switch the characters. But there's an interesting aspect of this game. It has no dialogue at all. It's one of those like artistic games, like they want to make you feel something. And for me, that's exciting, but also I can see frustrations with that. Definitely because it's a puzzle sort of platformer. If you do get stuck, I don't know if there's any sort of dialogue or indicators to let you know what the heck to do next. But this game, super fun. I think it was in a Indies presentation for Nintendo. And the moment I saw it, I was like, man, this game looks great. But Blanc comes out on the 14th. Let me know if this is your type of game and let me know, because I have a little fear. Like, is this game going to give me a headache? It's in all black and white, and I think that can really get to me. But Blanc looks cute. I think you should check it out. Next up, shout out to all my 80s and 90s babies that grew up with 3D platformers. This game I'm super excited about. This game's called Clive and Wrench. It comes out on the 24th of February for $29.99. And this game looks like a breath of fresh air. I've been following this game, the development cycle for this game, for a long time, it seems. And this is a 3D platformer that I think is done right. And my favorite part of this game, and really what caught my eye, was the level design. The level design in this game is super fun, and there's a lot of unique themes here. I think there's definitely some holiday themes. There's also this one level where you're like really tiny and you're in a life-size kitchen. I always like when video games do that. They make you seem like really small in these levels. Clive and Wrench is going to go under the radar, and I hopefully can shed some light on this. It looks like a super fun 3D platformer. And again, if you are fans of like Mario 64 and especially Banjo-Kazooie, you're going to love this game. Clive and Wrench comes out the 24th, and I will be there day one. And finally, last but not least, comes out the same day as Clive and Wrench, and that is Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Because this game actually already came out on the Nintendo Wii way back in the day, and I do remember having a ton of fun with Return to Dreamland. It's not my favorite Kirby game, but it's a very solid Kirby game. That's the best way to describe it. It does everything right. It is a 2D platformer, and it looks like Nintendo has really made this game shine even more. I thought the graphics and the art style was always good, but Nintendo has improved it and it looks super nice. One thing, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but there is a black outline around all of the characters in the remake. Something I don't really like, but the rest of it looks fine to me. I'm super excited to play this, and I was on the fence whether or not I was going to get this. It is a full $59.99, full price Nintendo game. But lately, Nintendo's been, showing trailers of new content that is coming to this game that wasn't in the original, including more mini games and a post-game story. This game isn't the longest game. It's a Kirby game, 6 to 8 hours probably, but the fact that they're adding a post-game content and mini games makes it worth it for me. I'm definitely going to be streaming and covering this game, and this is a nice end to the February month. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Again, let me know in the comment section below which game piqued your interest. Man, these games I feel like are all in my definition of like cozy. A game that I could just snuggle up and play and just kind of forget everything. But yeah, let me know in the comments which game you are excited for. I don't know, maybe you're excited for Power Wash Simulator. I hope you are, because I am. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys again. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later. Peace out.